Hello besties and welcome back to the channel. It's been a while but we're back. If you want to know where and what I've been up to, you may want to check my other channel and social platform attached to it. Today we're gonna react to and talk about Too Large episode 1. We big but we pretty. Let's beast it. This episode is about friends Meghan and Vanessa weighing 496 pounds and 440 pounds respectively, and they embark on a weight loss journey. Well, it is more about Meghan's journey than it is Vanessa's because the latter is reluctant to even try until she sees Meghan doing so well on her own journey. At the beginning, we're introduced with Meghan. We can clearly see how massive she is, and even she tells us that she even struggles to make it to the bathroom and most time has to pee on herself because being so big, she can't make it on time to the bathroom. Now, you shouldn't let yourself become so big that you can't even walk to the bathroom. I personally find that disgusting. As Meghan narrates her story, she tells us about her upbringing and how her mother will make food practically the center of Meghan's life. And this is besties one big reason why we have so many obese children and adults. In the case of children, many parents would use food for comfort for the children or because they think their kids are too skinny. And as a result, those habits sticks, okay? It comes from the top down. Children don't know better, parents do.
I was too skinny. The doctor's just like, let her go to the store, let her pick out her food. She'll eventually put the weight on. I started having trouble with my weight around 16 or 17. And then I got into a bad marriage that was abusive. And I think I ate my problems away.
Meghan is honest with herself and where her obesity is from. From the get-go, we are made to fall in love with Meghan and her honesty and even innocence. I don't know if that's part of this type of shows to make one character lovable while they vilify another one, but if it was intended, then it worked with me because I loved Meghan early on. I also love the fact that she doesn't put blame on anyone for being morbidly obese, even though from her story it started with her mother. Instead, she owns it. Later, Meghan tells us that after leaving her traumatic marriage, she met a man online who talked her into making OnlyFans type content, and that dig was going well.
But one day I woke up and I was like, I don't want to find love because I'm fat, because I want it to be love for me and I wanted someone to love me if I lost weight.
This is very important, what she just said. Morbidly obese fetish does exist. I'm not sure if that's the name for it, but a lot of people enjoy watching obese people do what those people ask of them, including engaging in behaviors that are killing the obese people, such as mukbang for instance. This fetish thing is also what makes a lot of those morbidly obese folks think that they're loved because of their size. No, you're an animal in a cage and paid to perform. I hope this show was watched by many people, well, many obese people, and especially the proponents of fat acceptance. Scratch that. Fat acceptance probably thinks this is a fatphobic show. As the show progresses, we see the nature of the friendship between Meghan and Vanessa, at least from Meghan's point of view. Meghan introduces us to Vanessa as she expresses her will to lose weight and do it together with Vanessa. And to me, this is friendship. Bettering yourself and sharing it with your friends, so you do it together. From here on, we can already see that Meghan is in the right set of mind to better her health. This will put her in the preparation stage when looking at the 5 stages of behavior change. There are 5 of them: pre-contemplation, contemplation, preparation, action, and maintenance. Meghan is in the preparation stage. She has made up her mind to get healthier and knows what needs to be done for change to occur. She's also making sure that she has a support system by enrolling Vanessa too, who is also morbidly obese. Now, Vanessa has not responded yet, but Meghan is about to apply social influence on Vanessa so they could embark on this journey together. As we are introduced to Vanessa, she tells Meghan how someone called her a fat bitch on a parking lot just because of her size. Unfortunately, this type of bullying and assault is seen a lot and it is sad. It also plays a role in many morbidly obese people's mental health. I mean, bullying is bad regardless of who the victim is. It does affect people mentally and emotionally for sure, but many also use this not as an excuse to stay obese, but a motivation to lose weight. Yes. I'm not saying fat shaming and other forms of bullying are okay. Nope. Just that many use them as excuses for their own poor choices. Staying obese or losing weight is a choice.
I feel I'm a really strong woman in the sense that mentally and physically, I have been through a lot. Growing up through poverty, I remember being 4 or 5 years old, living in the car with my mother. I was big because my mother comforted me with food.
This is a contrast between Vanessa and Meghan. Yes, they both started gaining weight because of their mothers, but unlike Meghan, Vanessa seems to put the entire blame on her mother rather than taking responsibility. The reason why I'm bringing this up is because it does make a huge difference. You can't change a situation that you haven't claimed ownership of. Nope. And if Vanessa were to attempt weight loss, with that blame attitude, she's more likely to give up before even seeing real changes, and the weight that she'd have lost by then will be back, if not more. Vanessa also blames her upbringing and the conditions she grew up in for her weight. She's clearly not ready to make any change yet and might actually be a burden to Meghan than a support. Watching these two ladies is actually like watching day and night. And it's a wonder how they're even friends and for this long.
Are we going to eat or are we going to talk? What are you going to get? You want to go first or you want me to go?
I'll let you go first.
Okay. I want to get your sampler platter. All right. And let me get the 3 tacos and a flan.
Look at Meghan's face. She seems so uncomfortable and probably embarrassed by her friend. And probably disgusted too. Also, pay attention to what Vanessa is ordering.
Okay, please. What you getting, love?
Can you order taco salads without the shell?
Of course. Gotta be which one?
Look at Vanessa's face. She's like, who are you?
Grilled chicken. No, and I'm gonna stick with the water.
Okay. All right. Why are you getting such little thing? I mean, can I have her taco shell? You know, why are you not eating?
Meghan, love, ditch Vanessa. She will hinder your weight loss and fitness journey, like for real. Yes, you can see I clearly have a preference already. Meghan won me over from the moment she took responsibility for her own actions, while Vanessa lost me when she blamed others for her size. Their mothers started their gaining weight. But it's what they do now that matters. Yes. Not their mothers comforting them with food when they were growing up. Meghan tells Vanessa of her fears of dying because of her size and then presents her weight loss journey to Vanessa. Then she tells Vanessa that she would love for them to both do it together.
Do you not want to see your kids have kids?
I do, and watch them grow up. I will because I'm healthy. I mean, no,
you're not healthy.
I just got diagnosed with diabetes a month ago.
Okay, if you didn't believe me earlier, now you have it for yourself. Vanessa will only be a burden for this weight loss journey. She doesn't want to change and doesn't even see a problem with her size. How can you be healthy and be diagnosed with diabetes at the same time? It just doesn't make sense. It doesn't work like that. Meghan, on the other side, wants to live past her 40s and have a life that morbid obesity is taking away from her. She would actually be successful at weight loss, or at least she has a higher rate of success if she starts than Vanessa does. Meghan tries to reason with Vanessa about why they both need to lose weight and how she's 24/7 on oxygen because of her weight. And she explains the dangers of being their sizes, but Vanessa is adamant. In the episode, Vanessa also mentioned being told that she stinks. Though many obese and morbidly obese people are told that, whether true or false, in Vanessa's case, it has to be true. At one point in the episode, she is seen doing her business on a body chair by her bed, and then she gets up and sits right back on the bed, then gets ready to leave the house. At no point she is seen cleaning or at least using wipes on herself, except for the powder she puts on her rolls. She's gross. We saw Meghan get up, slide out of bed, and walk to the bathroom where she got ready. These two women are day and night.
I've had a rough life, which is the number one reason why I turn to food. Food has been my shelter. Food has been my comfort. Food has been my joy. So therefore, I indulge it. I love it. And I have a massive addiction to food.
This is why Vanessa is not ready for weight loss. She just admitted to having a mental illness, food addiction. Until that's addressed and treated, weight loss will not be off topic for Vanessa.
Nope.
And even if she attempted to lose weight, she would give up and gain the weight back, if not even more than she would have lost. Meghan started at 496 pounds. She met with Dr. Proctor and he developed a regimen for her so she could lose some weight for him to perform bariatric surgery on her. She still tries to enroll Vanessa with no success. As Meghan follows the plan from her nutritionist, John, her boyfriend, agrees to exercise with her. This woman has an amazing support system and she is determined, which is great to see. On the other hand, Vanessa does get a reality check after she weighs herself at the plant she works at. 440 pounds. And she's destroyed. But that's temporary because right from there, she goes stuff her face with more junk food.
I can't believe that how much I weigh. That's okay though. I'm happy. No, I'm not. I know I project on the outside that I'm happy. I'm happy big. But on the inside, I want more.
I wonder if this is the fat acceptant people too. Claiming to be happy being obese or morbidly obese, but secretly wanting to lose some weight because they know deep down they're not healthy. They're not happy.
I want more out of my life. I want to be able to walk without pain. I have tried to lose weight a lot throughout my life. I've done the pills, I've done the liquids, I've done the eat this, don't eat this. Nothing I do ever works. I don't know what to do at this point.
This is the real Vanessa that we are seeing now. She wants to lose weight. She needs help, but she's also scared. Eventually, Vanessa agrees to join Meghan on the weight loss journey after seeing that Meghan lost about 40 pounds in 4 weeks. Vanessa is really struggling, and at this point, she's still in her excuses mentality. Of course, that's not going to change overnight, but it doesn't seem like she's receiving mental health assistance for her food addiction and excuses making.
You know, if I eat like that lady told me, like that nutritionist lady told me, then I'm not going to lose any weight. If I do what I know, go for what I know, which is don't eat, but bare minimum, then I'll be okay.
I talked to my nutritionist at Dr. Proctor's office, and she told me that I was allowed to have 5 meals a day. But if I do that, I feel like I'm eating way too many calories. So I'm just going to stick to my 1, maybe 2 meals a day.
This is a misconception that many have. Your body doesn't care how many meals you have in a day, but how much calories you have. I'm concerned that her nutritionist told her to go by number of meals instead of calories. Also, for Dr. Proctor to give her a goal to lose 40 pounds in 1 month is ridiculous because that is an unrealistic goal, even for a person as big as Vanessa is. Meghan did it, yes, but Meghan was almost 500 pounds when she started. Yes. Her dedication and support system made her overachieve. Vanessa has a different frame and weighs less at 440 pounds. I don't know how tall she is, but if I assume that she is 5'7" and exercises 2 or 3 times a week, realistically, it would take her 64 days or a little over 2 months to lose 40 pounds. And that's still very aggressive. And she will have to stick to about 2050 calories daily. This is of course based on the spreadsheet that I created and use with myself and all my clients. Okay, let's be honest here, okay? Vanessa is not following the guidelines that she was given.
Nope.
Here's the thing, numbers don't lie. If your math is right in this case following the plan, then the numbers would have been what was expected. You can't go rogue on a plan when you're a beginner. Document everything, weigh your food, have a journal for your food and your mental. Having everything down helps you see where the problem is, if any. And my guess is that it is the food. Vanessa is eating more than she needs or should. And she is also full of excuses, always playing the poor me card. Calories don't care about your situation. Eat more than you need, gain weight. Eat less than you need, lose weight. It's not rocket science. Trust me, I studied and graduated in rocket science. Vanessa didn't lose weight even after being granted extra time. She makes excuses.
Meghan has support. I don't. Meghan doesn't get food from pantry. I do. I can't lose weight because XYZ.
She's not honest with herself. For instance, she will follow a diet for 3 minutes and then she will go order junk food for 5 people for herself. She wants to lose weight but doesn't want to do what it takes. Meghan lost 160 pounds and is still going. She has that fighter mind and wants to live longer. Vanessa was said to have lost 20 pounds, but honestly, I think she needs a bigger support system as well as a mental health doctor for her food addiction. Without those, she will not lose weight and instead will continue to gain weight probably. I'm interested to hear your thoughts, besties, so please leave them in the comments below. Don't forget to like the video and share, subscribe as all that helps the channel tremendously. As always, thanks for watching, see you soon, and remember to train mean.